Hello, everyone. This is another Freedom to Feel conversation, and my guest today is Master G. He is an awakened and gifted healer with what is known as the third eye and supernatural sensory perception. For over a decade, he has helped many people, especially in cases where clients were unable to find effective solutions for themselves. His natural energetic healings and holistic wellness guidance are particularly beneficial for chronic health concerns and the prevention of potential negative health consequences. So, this is my brief introduction to Master G, but there's a lot more to him. The full bio will be at the end. Thank you so much, you two, Fiona, for being here, for being the translator today. Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you.
So, the first question I have, I always begin with this fundamental question, but I will skip the one of who you are in your own words. And the question that comes to mind is, how did you uncover this gift, Master G? How did you awaken yourself for this gift as a healer?
怎么样？发现和发现你的这个故事就好。So he lets me to explain
Yes.
how he
Yeah.
was awakened.
Yeah.
Um, I think we needed to chase back around 15 years ago.
Right.
That could be very coincidentally. It occurred during the Easter time. And
Yeah.
then maybe Easter representing reborn and the start a new chapter of the life. That
Right.
exactly happened in his life.
Wow.
And of course, before that awakenings, and he had experienced a lot of upside down,
Mm.
kind of like a roller coaster in the life.
Yeah.
But however, this roller coaster in the life also gave him the opportunity to understand deeply about the meaning of the life. What's the true
Mm.
meaning of the life?
Mm.
Is the wealth is the only thing that we would chase, and
Yeah.
what's the value of the wealth and the health? So all
Mm.
these concepts, all these words um, that
Yeah.
he discovered and understood deeply during that transition time.
Right. Wow.
And he also had like a 3 months, around 3 months of sickness
Yeah.
without any reason.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
during that challenging time, he also um, further discovered how important that our overall health and wellness.
Mm.
So through these changes, and he was enlightened and awakened during Easter time 15 years ago. And since
Wow.
then, he discovered that he's able to see all the energy flow,
Mm.
chakras, and all those meridians throughout the entire body.
Wow.
That
That's amazing. Was he a Buddhist before? Was he already doing his spiritual practice before the awakened, Fiona?
well,
稍微喜欢一些，不懂不是说是完整的佛教徒，理解那些要领悟。
yeah. So he said he's not like a very typical Buddhist,
Yes.
which means he didn't go to temple often. That kind of the very typical activities as a Buddhist. But however, he quite keen on all those philosophy and concepts from Buddhism.
Right.
And so that's why after he was awakened and enlightened, he spent almost 2 years
Mm.
practice him by himself. Yeah,
Wow.
and yeah, and
要打坐静坐，自由理解。
through those 2 years, kind of like isolated practice, he further worked on himself. So he
Yeah.
worked on himself and opened up all those meridian and all those energy channels.
Wow.
嗯
That's truly, truly beautiful. Um, the question that comes to mind before we dive into improving our health and well being in a natural way, which is something that I believe with all my heart too. And I love your message about, your suggestion about being sync with nature. That's another thing that resonates with me deeply. So, the question that comes to mind before we dive into it is what is the purpose of life? Why are we here as humans?
嗯
What's the big purpose? Do we
应该
have
是，
one?
他问这是真正人的目的，人的这个真正的目的是什么？可能
人都是带使命的你就是说要寻找到自身的使命。
Yeah, he's saying he believes each individual has one assigned task
Mm.
in the life. So
Yes.
through the life experience, each individual should discover, find out the true task for his or her life,
Right.
and then fulfill that task. Yeah.
这是一个修
Right.
行过程。
And this could be a consistent learning, discovering, and further uplifting journey. Yeah.
Yes, and that's true. Huh. So how do we know when we are living that purpose? What are the signs that we have found a true purpose in this life?
是有哪一种迹象，哪一种的现象表明一个人已经找到了一个真正的一个使命。
来说就是听心，
嗯
用自己的心去感受。如果说是你喜欢做的事，或者是不管是任何时候你都在努力去做的事情，就是你的真正使命。
So he's explaining that most of time we have to listen to our inner heart, listen to
Yeah.
our true messages from our heart. For instance, someone is very passionate in doing something,
Yeah.
that passion and that could be the true task for him or her.
不管任
Yeah.
何困难，他都要
So
去做。
during this journey, if that individual is able to overcome any challenges, any difficulties, but still chasing that passion, so that could be the true task for him or her, the task in life task. Yeah.
Yes. Gosh, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, very much makes sense. Thank you for answering that question. Yes. So, talk to me about your work. So it's amazing to see how a lot of people are more, let's say, inclined now to be open and to believe that we can be healed naturally and with the energies that we already have, which I believe that we don't know much about our own selves, and that's why we kind of go only for conventional medicines, and we don't do everything that we don't explore everything, all parts of our being. So how does it work, Master G and Fiona, when it comes to somebody with chronic issues or any underlying any health problems? What is How does the session work once they meet Master G? How does it unfold?
就是如果一个客人来了，但这个你怎么样帮助他们，就是找到问题，然后再去帮助他们，因为很多人不知道有这个 energy 的这个问题。
这就需要我的专业，就是眼睛先看他问题所在的问题在哪里，这是首先一点，然后针对他的问题去做调整，这就是可以的。
So, yeah, we do have lots of clients who came to us and they say, "Oh, what's the problem?" They had a lots of tests, had a lots of visits to
Yeah,
the hospital, to the doctor, couldn't find the why, answer the
right.
why. So, like Master J just explaining, so because he has the gift with the eye, so he's able to give a very comprehensive assessment to anyone.
Right.
So with this assessment, trying to find out the root cause to that might have impacted
Right.
their overall health or well-being.
right.
Yeah.
有些时候
So,
呢，就是因为他觉得医院里面没法诊断，因为有些在指标内，但其实已经发生了。
and also sometimes, like he's saying, sometimes, for instance, all those clients they went to the doctor, had the test,
Right.
and the result being told are all normal. But however, through his third eye and the superpower perception, he's able to can see the trend of the body development. So,
Right.
for instance, even say all those tests are normal, but it doesn't mean so the body function is properly. So
Right.
that's why so many people felt that everything is normal, but they still feel low energy and feel sometimes feel discomfort. That
Right.
means something the body function already happening. So that's why he's able at the beginning of our conversation with the clients.
Yeah.
把这个效果
We even sometimes we do the online consultation,
Yeah.
online assessment.
Yeah.
He's able to see through the camera. He's able to see through the
Wow.
photos. So
Yeah.
tell them, say, oh, this could be the potential root cause, and
Mm.
also they are able. He's able to advise. Okay, you might be able to pay more attention about what condition that could lead to some future health issues. So,
Mm.
with this opening conversation, we help people find out the fundamental causes and then provide a tailored solution based on their individual
也
conditions.
有还有就是说是人的身体是一个整体，要整体去评判，并不是说一个一个地方去看。
And also, secondly, he mentioned about that we always reckon our whole body is a interconnected object.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
each part of our body is influence and
Mm.
impact each other.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
after find out the possible fundamental reason, and then Master G is always able to find out the connection in between the root cause and the impacts from other parts of the body.
Wow.
For yeah,
大地方就
Wow.
西马的话，这叫用手位去
yeah.
上天。
So he's giving a very typical case we are recently experiencing.
Yeah.
For instance, we have a visit. He came to us and complained the discomfort in his heart,
Yeah.
and he has done quite a lot of tests, and
Right.
found heart is quite okay, no issue,
就会
Yeah.
but still feels like a irregular heartbeat and other discomfort in his heart.
Right.
And so, for some reason, he found us, and Master had a look at with him entirely, and found actually the root cause
经济
is
或
from his neck and
Mm.
intensities. Yeah.
Wow.
So
小影响
because these two areas
Yeah.
impact goes to the heart. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing how everything's truly interconnected. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yes.
that's one of my biggest awakenings too, to realize that all life is connected. And it's not just the body itself, it seems to represent the universe, right? Life itself, nature, how
Yes.
everything. the divine, everything's connected. Wow.
Yes.
So, does it require a belief system when somebody comes to Master G, Fiona? Do they have to believe in spirituality or energy healing or anything supernatural, or just be curious and open? Is that enough to be curious and open?
他们来的是不是一定要相信这种 energy 的这种方面的事情，还是说
应该
就是只是好奇？
应该是有大多数带着尝试的心情，2、3次以后是感到效果，那就觉得就是可以去做。
He's explaining, say, maybe for most of people, might come to us with with the attitude that they wanted to try something differently.
Yes, right. Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
when the chance that they tried everything but couldn't
mm,
figure out their health
yeah,
needs, and they
yeah,
would like to try some alternative solutions. But however, saying that they are all quite open-minded, they
yes.
are willing to accept all those other methods and the solutions. Yes.
Right. I love to know
Mhm.
that because curiosity is some of the things that I really love to also as a human. I think it's very childlike too. Very, it's part of our essence, right? To be open, to be curious about
Yes.
this life. So yeah,
Yes. That's
that
very
makes sense.
yes.
What about the conditions? Is that okay to come to Master G with any kind of health conditions, Fiona, or just some are more treatable than others through his
Mm,
healing work?
I see. 就是过来治疗的人，是不是任何情况都可以？还是说有一些情况特别好，就是治疗效果特别好？
是是搿要看年龄，
嗯
一个是可能程度，太严重了，要
嗯
讲到早期的那个保养、那个
嗯
养护有问
嗯
题，及早治疗。
，Yeah. So, for this perspective, we
是
probably
生理
looking at
思想，
two areas.
嗯
Right.
So, generally speaking, with his heat energetic healing, uh, most of health needs, most health of conditions, can be treated.
体现比较好。
Yes, but however, saying that the result and the efficiency could be varied by each individual's condition, mainly decided by, for instance, like age and the individual's
Mm,
the
受创伤
original
的，
condition.
受创
Yeah,
伤的，
so that's why we always encourage the people to look after themselves
mm, yeah,
consistently and
yeah,
regularly,
yeah.
because for when we are still young and
Mm,
you pay quite a
ah,
attention on the overall health and the wellness, you will have something that needed to be treated. That's
mm,
easier to be healed and recovered
mm,
rather than just waiting there and
mm.
until that condition was developed seriously. Yeah.
Right. Gosh, that is
Mhm.
so true. Um, what comes to mind is a fundamental problem that most of us humans have, which is of not accepting ourselves and not loving ourselves enough, or not believing that we are divine. So if we don't know that we are divine, then it's not easy to take care of ourselves. So is that something that Master G also suggests within his customized, tailored, let's say, post session, that they care for themselves and love themselves more and treat themselves with kindness? Is that something that's part of it?
Yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
very good question. Yeah, so 他说就是是不是我们都需要就是说是等于是爱自己、呵护自己，因为我们很难就是有的时候好像找不到自己的一种就刚自个对自己的关爱这样子，
是的，
是吧？
是的。首先，人要照顾好自己，才能帮助别人，这是最起码的基本条件。身体不好，你自己身体不好，任何事情也不好。 做任何事情。所以照顾好自己是首要。
Yeah. So he's explaining, say, it's truly because we, I think, loving ourselves, uh, find, look after ourselves and follow our inner heart to do something we desire to make us present. That could be the priority. And
Right.
with this priority, we are able to
Yeah.
generate a lot of positive energy and
Right.
happy vibes. And
Yeah.
with these happy vibes and the positive energy, and we are able to further to influence people surrounded us. And
Yeah.
with these effects, and then it's like you know um, we pass down the positivity, we pass on all those present and happy vibes
Right.
to the maybe to the family members, to the friends, and
影响
even
所有人。
to the anybody surrounded to our communities. Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, that's
Mm,
it. Yeah. So the
mm,
more we take care of ourselves and hold ourselves as sacred, I think that's something that's missing in our world today, in our reality, that we have lost contact with sacredness and we are not in touch with what is sacred, with the heart and
mhm.
love, peace, the divine nature of being. We have lost contact with it. Um,
Yeah.
do you have hope in a way or vision for the future generations that we're going to find the way back to sacredness? Do you see that? I'm hoping.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, children,
Oh,
we
yeah.
hoping so.
Yeah.
他问就是说是可能我们现在很多人都是跟自然、跟真正的就是心和真正的这种关爱，就是远离或者那样子。所以你对就是今后的那个就下一代会有些怎样的那个建议或者是希望，然后能够找回这种就是这种
因为这现在是生活方式造成的，也就用的电器太多，所以造成的。也希望就年轻人就用的这种电脑、手机啊，时间稍微要短一些，就是要平衡一些，对下一代很有帮助。
So he's one of the suggesting he's giving is change a little bit our living habits.
Mm.
So that could be the reality, isn't it? Uh,
Yes. Yes.
but yeah, that for instance, now we are living in um, so much electronic devices
Oh, yes.
world.
Yeah.
And also we are living in a lots of like a distance world, and we are living in a very like uh, um, because now AR and the
Yeah.
electronic devices
Yeah.
too so many, and make us quite a bit like a separated
工作节
Right.
and
奏也快了，
unrealistic world, and the plus
Right.
very fast paced the living lifestyle. Yes,
集体
Yes.
性思
so
维，回
that's
到本
all.
体。
Yeah, that's all create and all make us maybe forgot what thing that we truly needed to do from the
Mm.
beginning.
Yes.
So that's why the suggestion he's giving is say
回到本体。
maybe we be more consciously and try to find a new balance point.
Right.
For
Right.
which means the new balance point is say, as a human being, we still have
Mm.
to work and living in the real world. We
Right.
can't separate us from the
Right.
real world.
Right.
However, like you mentioned, that we can't forget all those beauty of self-loving and taking care of community
Right.
and all those beautiful things. So
Mm.
in between
Mm.
these two worlds, we needed to be cautious and aware and find out the balance point in between these.
因为
Yeah.
是做为面，或者更加多一种养
Yeah.
生方法。
So that also could be part of the reason that in our membership area, we provide lots of um,
营造
a natural self-care regimens and try to
影响的
bring
话，
and give some idea, give some influence to uh, more extended
让大家有
people
更多意识。
so that make more people aware. So this is very needed.
Yes, that's true. I went to your website and I see that. So you offer health assessments, natural energy healing, wellness programs, memberships, as you mentioned, affiliate
Yeah.
programs. So you're connecting everything. It's not just taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves, but also creating this sense of community that really helps because everything's connected and it's beautiful to come
Yes.
together. So that's really
Yes.
wonderful what you're doing here. So with the memberships, Fiona, is that something that everyone can do, even if they have not met Master G for a session? Anyone can join, or only people who have met him?
For the membership, everybody can join because
也
yes,
让大家知道一些方法。
because for the we always say through Master J's healing session, that
Yeah,
could be just one approach
right,
to help
帮助
people improve health condition and the wellness.
right.
But we more like to more people to be aware and find some way to help them. So for that, the contents in membership, everybody can join. Even someone never never
Mm,
meet
yeah,
Master J, say they are welcome to join
让
that.
一些
Yeah.
更加多的使用养
and
生。
and also we advocate that use natural solutions to help to self
营
care
造
and all those for instance we have a lot of movements that are designed by Master J and we
yeah,
provide information and suggestion for the wellness regimens all over 4 seasons. This
wow, yeah,
yeah, you can try and fulfill
yeah,
try apply those methods during the daily living. So
把它们的把内容进去。
and we will always update those contents regularly.
right. Yeah, because energy, right? Energy is always changing, always flowing, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I love that. So this can be done online too, right, Master G? People can meet you online. Is that the same thing, Fiona, when they meet him in person or online? That's or something changed?
Yeah，如果就是人家做那个online 的这个问询啊什么的，跟亲自来你当面问是一样吗？
从就是说治疗角度有点不一样，但是说从就是说看你问题的情况是一样。
So if we look from the identification and assessment point of view,
Yeah,
that's the same. No matter meet Master J in person or we do a online meeting,
yeah,
Master J give the analysis. That
right,
from this perspective, that will be the same.
没
right.
有差异是本质
Yeah.
上。
Yeah. So, but of course, he always doing energetic healing in person,
Yeah,
because that can deliver the best result rather than just looking at
这个是个好一
oh
个，
in the air.
yes,
我这个
yes.
知道有啊。
Yeah,
And also could be the function could be the different. So through the online discussion, and that can more give the guidance on the daily care maintenance
身体
from this part of attitude,
身
and
体的力量。
help people find out the problem and then start doing the tailored solutions. But of course, the healing is more like you already have some problems, and he using his expertise to help you to improve and change. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, it's beautiful work that you're doing. Really beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
have devotion for it because it's what we ought to do. The more we get closer to our divine nature, the more we find these beautiful gifts that we can help other people with. It's just so useful here. So,
Yes.
what are some of the let's say for balancing the energies, what is the best suggestions that Master G can give everyone? I know I have some here, like being in nature, it's one of them, the holistic view of the body. But talk to me from that perspective, Fiona. Can you ask him what are some major, like fundamental suggestions for living this balanced life?
嗯，就是来也给一些主要的一些建议，就是怎么样我们生活在一个就是 balance 的这个来。
首先的思想身体的平衡，思考身体的平衡，就大脑就碰到任何事情就是反方向的去想，就是要找到平衡点，任何事情都要找到平衡点。
你在慢慢的能够找到平衡点。So, first of all, the suggestion he's given, firstly,
是啊，你也告诉
so
我了，
we because we've already living in a very busy, fast life,
Yeah.
so sometimes we needed to sit back
Mm.
and allow our
放松
mind, body,
对
and even our emotions start relaxed.
Yeah.
So that could be the very first step. Once our mindset and our physical body start relaxed in a, let's say, relatively calmer state,
Yeah.
and we are able to find easy to find the balance point, and also we are able to have a clearer mind to think
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the true, we are busy for what's the true purpose
Mm.
for our life. Yeah.
看这个世界事情。
Wow. Yeah.
So that's the very starting point, and then slowly we are able to find out what's the balance in between your real life and all those the inner heart of our the world. Yeah.
Wow, that is so true. So you mentioned before about being present, right? Finding,
Yes.
having enough balance to be present. That, do you also suggest meditation, Master G? Does he meditation? Is that something helpful?
那 meditation 有帮助。
有帮 meditation 就是讲要来到比较平静的时候去练习，不要愤怒的时候，就要那我的想，那个是比较
Yes.
感动。
Yeah.
还有每个人有的人这个气息，理解从化的，理解可以。
Yes, I think meditation now being accepted by more and more people,
Right.
and definitely meditation is helpful. But however, like Master just mentioned, say even during the meditation, we needed to, for example, choose the right time and to practice.
Yeah.
For instance, we met quite a lot of people
是
mentioned, say, if you can use in the meditation to calm down and clear the mind. But we suggested them, say, if you were in a angry or negative mood, please don't do the meditation.
meditation 的
Don't try
Ah,
to use meditation to ease your anger, to get rid
这
of
个
your
要好好
meditation. The
wow.
reason is
气象的身体。
when a person is in a negative mood, for instance, when he or she is experiencing angry emotion or
Yeah.
sad emotion,
Yeah.
all those negative moods is circulating throughout the whole body. But
Wow.
through the meditation,
你看上去以后，就
all
想一
those
下，
all those negative mood even being quickly spread out into our body, which
Wow.
means you spread out the negative mood in the body. So
Wow.
with this
随后特别
condition,
心一下，
it won't um, achieve good result
嗯，
because all those negative emotion
可
and the mood still hidden, still
特别
being
Right.
心一下，
held
没晒透，
inside of his or her body, not released
啊
out.
，meditation 要么侬练习自家勿好，侬练晒出来个是不进
Wow.
去，所
Yeah,
以啊，
so that's why, like he's saying, through the meditation, the purpose for the meditation
要思想解
supposed
放，
to release all those negativity and
Yeah.
clear your mind and
Yeah.
be allow your mind and
解放，
emotion freedom.
嗯，放
Right.
心一
But
下，
if you choose the wrong time to practice meditation, that could give you the
可以相信，
opposite result.
Oh
可以相
my
信类似的，
God.
就要
Yeah.
想一
Yeah.
想，
So that's why we suggest they choose the right time and the time is not your emotion time and but also the time during the day.
每
Uh,
人体质不一
yeah,
样，
based on each everybody's personal condition.
嗯，就对
Right.
应的话呢，就效果很好，
Yeah,
吸收
yeah.
energy，
If
根据你体质，
when doing the practice when practicing when practice meditation, if able to find the right time that match your individual
身体
situation,
energy，
Yeah.
the result could be double.
嗯，阿拉来冥想，
Wow.
Yeah, we mentioned that in our membership as well. Yeah.
So that's a very, very, very powerful suggestion and advice that I never heard before. I never heard
Mhm.
from anybody. So this
Yeah.
is interesting. I have been studying meditation and meditating myself for a long time, but I
Mhm.
didn't know that. So yeah, I did. Of course, I always meditate. I have a mantra, something very positive, and has to do with the
Yes.
divine that I meditate with. Wow, this is really amazing for everybody listening, watching this. If you didn't know, that's incredible. So, what is the best thing to do for negative thoughts? What is the best way to dispel, dissolve the negativity in the mind? If not meditation, what would that be?
除了做 meditation，如果怎么样能够就是
引导是好，
当你有那个就是 negative 的一种
嗯
情绪，怎么样去解除消除？
嗯，像打比方说，要找点自己喜欢做的事情，听听音乐啊，或者是打扫打扫卫生啊，都是有方法。然后呢，平静一点以后呢，去做meditation，心中呢要有了觉得看到的好的、开心的事情在心里面，那就meditation就有效果。
So he's suggesting maybe let's do two steps. So
Yeah.
first step is say
做喜欢的事情，
when
开心
a person still holding all those negativity or bad mood, maybe just simply doing something you love. For instance,
Mm,
if
yeah.
you like music, you play some music that you love.
做做家务，
If you like cooking, maybe cook some nice
Yeah.
dishes for
稍
yourself.
微平静一点，
So try
就
you
是
doing these things you love
情绪
and
平
with the
静，
purpose of start calming, start ease your the negativity. So
Right.
once you start feeling, oh, you might be a little bit calmer and a bit more peaceful, then we can start practice meditation.
然后把
And
心想就
when
想喜欢的事情、开心的事情，
but during the meditation practice, try to think about all those beautiful things happened in your life,
Yeah.
fulfilled with love in the inner heart. For
Yeah.
instance,
想起小时候开心的事啊，
someone told me they have too much grief in the mind. But
Yeah.
during that time, if you do the meditation, you can think about, oh, in the past, when, for example, when I was a child, mom gave me a gift in the Christmas. That's a
Mm,
so lovely moment, you know.
把
So
energy 比较好，
yeah, so try to think about all those
或
occasions,
者
all
还
those things
心
happened,
心里面有海，
yeah, with love and also for instance, you can visualize
Yeah.
For example, visualize the ocean
深深的
with such wide,
眼睛
um,
是
calm,
Mm,
and full of acceptance or tolerance. All
yeah.
those messages can pass down to your mind, and
Mm,
then generate a more like a positive, very present vibes. Yeah.
从第三看，
wow.
So this is a very beneficial for the not just for the physical health, but also for the
那个
like
那个
emotion. And if we're talking about a beneficial for the for the physical health, that was very good for the internal organs functions.
他
Yeah,
选择的身体思想，
Ah,
that's also the way to find out the
yeah.
balance point for the mind and the body.
就
Yeah.
更多的话就运动啊，不
Mm,
管这个说，就阿拉伯都就透过运动，就
Yeah.
光流造成市场，
Yeah, he's adding on another point is
yeah.
中
that
央保利，
the other way we found lots of people trying to
经
get rid of those negativity is through gym workouts
或者
or
有
through
有
exercises, yeah,
Yeah.
有老头，
or through very intensive sports.
也稍微少些，
But Master always suggests them if you are in a very negative mood, try don't do those very intensive workouts
强
or
度高的，
exercises. Yeah,
也少一些，
otherwise will bring more hurts into the body
Ah,
and the
也
mindset.
都发
Yeah,
现能量或者
yeah.
身体，
Because if when you are
wow.
in a negative mood and you do those intensive workouts and exercises, that will
都发现，
that's kind of like trying to using the fast way to get rid of, but which it
Ah,
won't work up properly. Yeah.
wow. Gosh. Yeah. It's something that my husband needs to learn. he's always he's always working out when he doesn't feel positive. He goes to the gym. So I'll talk to him about that. And a lot of people do
Yeah.
that. So this is really great to
Yes,
因
know.
为
that's
因为
right.
心情不
That's
好的
right.
话，你会有
Wow.
点加重，就身体会少。
Yeah, because when you are in a negative mood
你
or
修得老久，
extremely tired, and then you go
Yeah.
to the gym to do lots of intensive training and workouts, that will naturally or unconsciously
Mm,
pressure more, bring more pressure on the body because
ah,
you might
yeah.
naturally increase the volume of exercises
你就是
Mm,
without your notice, you know.
我的工作，
Yeah,
gosh.
and then just cause extra hurts. Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. Thank you so much, yeah,
有
for this
You're always
beautiful
welcome.
advice and beautiful everything. It's just resonates so true to me. And in a way, it's almost like you are speaking to me and my husband. You sensing the energies because we work out a lot and all that. Wow. You, I mean, you're just beautiful. Thank you so much again for your contribution to spirituality, to health, and greatness, so we can get to that place of sacredness again. Thank you so much, Fiona. Thank you,
Thank
Master
you so
G. Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, give us.
So I want to mention your website. Let me see. So it's mastergxu.com.au, but will be clickable on the podcast notes. So you don't have to memorize it now. Are you also on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other channels, Fiona?
就
Yes, yes. We are on almost of those major social medias,
Yeah.
including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and also we are in TikTok.
Yes. Oh, yeah. United States and China, right?
也
With the TikTok thing, but that's political, so we don't talk about that. Yes, yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll have those links here too on the podcast notes. Everything will be there. And thank you so much again. Is there anything that you left unsaid? Anything that you didn't say during this interview for questions that I didn't ask?
没有的其他要补充吗？
可以，我觉得是，你要怎么用自然去生活，要养护自己，我觉得身体靠自己不让别人他去使用，是我的。
Yes, the other things that he's adding on is he advised that if I know everybody wants to have a healthy life and always living in a very divine wellness, you know.
Right.
So, but
Yeah.
to achieve this goal, needed to look after self care and look after self
Mm, mm,
consistently and regularly. So we always encourage people say prevention is very crucial.
身体太多用了，
Yes, so if you are able to consistently look after self, and I always said that health is not just like a short term; it's
yeah.
a lifetime project. Yeah.
Right.
So if
Right.
you're able to consistently look after self, and that can prevent a lot of hassles in the
Yeah.
future and also can expand like a healthy spans. Yeah.
Yes, that's another very very insightful suggestions for all of us, not to look for destinations or try to rush through anything. It's a
That's right.
lifetime project, as you said, Fiona. As you said,
Yes,
so true.
that's
Thank you
right.
so much again for your beautiful presence in our reality, and we'll talk again. I would love to meet you guys one day. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you,
thank
Sam.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye
Thank
for
you
now,
for
Fiona.
having us.
Bye, Master G. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.